Okay, so this is a video I want to make to prove my point a bit more about Thomas A. Pilone. I still don't know how to pronounce the name. Is to show you, there could have been lots of other things on his photo feed. Let's look at some other trans people's and what their photo feeds have on Facebook, and see if they have a whole bunch of fairies and mermaids and blue over pink or greenish gray over pink and sunflowers and mirrors and fish flying or floating in the sky over birds. And sunsets touching water. Let's see if a lot of trans peoples out there are just, trans peoples with their own shit. Here we go. Uploads. Oh, no, I don't see fairies. It's just a lot of crotches staring at me. I believe I was looking at this one a bit before I turned the video on. I believe somewhere in here there was a blue over pink. Also, again, little girls at best, because real women have modesty and they don't just flash their crotch all over the place. So you guys, you might be affecting your idea of a woman, but you're not a woman. You might may have fashioned yourselves to look like women, but you're not a woman. Women have some modesty, quite often because they do things like have babies, and so that gives one things like stretch marks. They don't want people seeing, so they don't do this sort of thing. Oh, there's some modesty. There we go. That's more acceptable. There we go. That's probably the closest to a woman that I've seen on here. In this little photo feed. Anybody see fairies or butterflies with heart-shaped wings? Lots of any mirrors and sunflowers? Mermaids with a bunch of blue over pink, green over pink, and red? No. Just trans people's flashing their crotches at us. Let's look at some more though. Let's look at some more. Oh, this one's like a pink over a blue, kind of. There we go. Let's look at some more. Oh, my kitten wants to come out. Anna Montgomery. No, honey bunny. Is this person trans? I think. Can we see photos? Let's see the photo feed. Let's see uploads. As per usual, quite often, just pictures of themselves over and over and over again, because they're in love with themselves, or this idea of themselves being a woman. And women might like to invest in self-care and so on and so forth, real women, but quite often women pick themselves apart all the time. And they might occasionally, once in a blue moon, like a real woman might once in a blue moon take out a camera or her phone and take a picture of herself and say I'm looking okay today, I'm pretty good. But a real woman is concerned with more than her own face. And I'm not seeing that in a lot of the photo feeds that I see here, of people trying to be women. Even creatures that were born with the parts of a woman and push babies out of their coochies, okay? If their photo feed is nothing but their frickin' face, and showing how pretty they are all the time and like looking fantastic with drinks at cocktail hour, then it's not a woman, it's a little girl at best. At best. Fairies? Anyone see fairies or mermaids? Am I missing any fairies or mermaids or sunflowers? Mirrors? Am I missing a lot of glaring like green, blue, pink, over pink or red? No, I'm not seeing that. I'm missing. If it's there, I'm missing it. I'm trying to look close. Maybe is it something in here? No. Oh, maybe there's some pink within blue back there. I think that might just be since it's just one and it's not like a whole bunch. Again, I won't judge somebody based if I see just one thing. If I see that you have like a Pink Floyd poster on the back wall, I'm not going to judge you based on just that. By the way, why would Pink Floyd be involved? Well, pink, children, innocence. Floyd means gray or gray hair, like a gray-haired old man. So you remember how magic is bringing two opposites together. And remember how I think that the people involved in this cult, they manifest that sexually with children. But no, other than a little thing that shows like some flamingos on a blue background comforter, I'm not seeing a lot of telltale signs. If you guys think I'm missing anything, let me know. Oh, well, I guess there's pictures of her in a mirror, but like that's, again, oh, it's two out of a huge list. Do we see anything on the no, it just looks like frills on the outside frame of the picture. It doesn't seem to have any real kind of like symbolic design. No. I really am looking just in case. Let's look. Maybe they're all in it. Maybe all the trans women are all in on it. I don't think so. And maybe we could pull up like if you want to call, I don't know what, typical basic bitch, typical woman's Facebook. Oh my gosh. Could they have smaller penises? These trucks and motorcycles that drive by flooring their engines, like revving them up, trying to make as much noise as they can. Here, let's look at the friends because looks like let's see. Rachel Devaney, Stacy Lappin, Alana Thompson, Belfast. Thompson, I see that name pop up actually a lot in my research into this call. His name is Williamson. That name comes up a lot. So Frank, Williamson, Thompson, and different variations, like Thompson with an H, Thompson without an H. Photos, uploads. I'm so pretty. Oh, there's another mirror. But again, when you see selfies, there's quite often a mirror involved. So I'll try to overlook that. Butterflies and fairies, guys. Do you see butterflies with heart wings or fairies? Mermaids, perhaps. Do you see a lot of blue over blue, green, gray over pink, red, purple? Are you seeing that? I see her wearing like a blue outfit here and there, but I don't see that it's like over top of pink. I don't see any of the white with the black stars or polka dots. How about a dude? Let's look at a dudes also, just to round it out. Let's look at some dudes, random dudes. There's got to be some. Let's see. You got some random. Here, let's go right here. Aaron Perry. Let's look at his photos. That one's got red over blue. Oh, we've got a gray over purple. Again, I won't base it just on one. Now, this is interesting. Whenever I see anything that's, you know, an eagle with 3 stars, any kind of... This is kind of, looks like their own personal little logo. Anything like this, though, tends to pique my, my interest. But, again, also you have to keep in mind, sometimes people just post memes and stuff that have these things. So, again, you have to meet a certain number of requirements. There has to be, it's like a checklist, all right? And you have to have a lot of them checked off rather than just 1 or 2. 1 or 2 isn't good enough. And I still am not seeing lots of any, you know, mermaids or butterflies. And it looks like he's got some daughters, so like you'd think there might be some of those on there. No. You know, with daughters, there'd probably be a butterfly or 2. But also, he's a dude, so he's probably like, no, I'm not having a butterfly on my freaking Facebook wall. Aw, cuties. Little cat ears. In fact, you can say they're like pink and purples over the blue, because it's kind of higher up in the image with those girls. Blue and pink. Oh, the red's higher in the image than the blue. Nope, doesn't count. Oh, here's a blue higher than red. Nope, the red's higher. Pink over blue. Oh, the gray's down the bottom. Oh, wait, no, the blue in her hair. Nah, I think that they're just little girls. Maybe I'm wrong, though. I'm still not seeing, like, what's this? I can't even make out what that is. It could be anything. Like what she's holding. It's like, is that a unicorn or something? I can't tell. Yeah, so I'm not seeing enough here. Also, those of you who are like totally cut off from gut instinct and the creative mind, you can hone those things if you have them to kind of, it's like a detective's gut, you know, and the idea of like the nose knows. So when your nose is kind of itchy, you know, you're onto something. Some people are in tune enough with themselves to know these things, and they know like, okay, my gut is bothering me, so something's off. So I'm not getting that feeling here. Go ask a detective. They'll tell you. Like one that's really good at his job. He'll be like, yeah, you do have this thing called gut instinct, and when it starts alarming at you, then, oh, there's a unicorn and some rainbows and a butterfly. It could just be a little girl's room, though. Thomas A. Pilone, because this guy clearly has 2 little girls. Thomas A. Pilone, he doesn't have any children that I know of. He's not living with any. He lives by himself. He occasionally babysits a little girl, which worries me. But I don't know why he would break out like this one picture again of let's go back to mine. Sorry, I was just like looking at, let's compare his to other trans women. See how it matches up. I don't know why he would break out this one. Oh, can we not see his photos anymore? No, here we go. This one printed out, so it was clear it was a printed out picture of Ariel, the Little Mermaid, with the words "Never Stop Learning." It was printed on a typical sheet of printer paper, and then it had parts of it had been colored in. It looked like it had been colored by a little girl. It was this exact one. It had that same coloring in and everything. It was this exact one. He showed me this sheet of paper with the Little Mermaid printed out on it, and the words "Never Stop Learning," and the coloring looked like a little kid colored it. He posted this to his Facebook in 2018, and when he showed it to me, it was in March, this past March 2023. That's 5 years, dudes. That's about 5 years that he had this same sheet of paper with the Little Mermaid on it, colored in by a little kid, blue over pink. Why is he showing it to me? I'm not a little girl. I'm a grown-ass woman. He knew that. He knew I was 38. I told him. And I look it I don't look like a little girl. I look like a grown adult woman. Like, why you'd ever just take this out and just have it sitting there to show me? Like, okay. And another thing I really wanted to mention is he really was going out of it seemed like he was almost going out of his way to distract me from doing anything productive or useful. Like, I would sit down and start making a list of stuff I need to do to better my situation and get, not be homeless and not have to live with him, or sleep on his couch, and to, get things back on track and then start doing those things. And I mean, a grown woman will see, another grown woman's trying to get some shit done. Okay, I know what that's like. Let me get out of your way, honey. Or do you need any help? What he did was he sat there and talked, and kept talking. And I mean, I gave off every signal that wasn't verbal. In fact, I even kind of verbally, I was like, okay, I have to definitely get this done, and even kind of gave the tense, face, while he was talking some more, and then continue talking some more. And it's like he would take a break for a second or two, and I'd think, okay, good, I can start working. And then he'd start talking, and then come over and sit down and start talking some more. Stop talking to me. You know my life's on the rocks right now, and I'm trying to get shit back together. What are you doing right now? I'm busy. And I was trying not to be rude because he was letting me come sleep on the couch, but that should not be so that you can just trap me there with you, and I need you now because I can't get anything done because I have to listen to you just talk at me all day long. So it was like this guy was trying very, very hard to distract me from getting anything done that would benefit me. So yeah. So that was, and it was, again, my gut was going off alarm bells when he was doing that, that it was on purpose. It was not something that he couldn't help or whatever. It was very much on purpose. I was sitting down, I had, my notebook out, I had my pen out, I had a list of things I need to get done, I had my phone ready, I had all this stuff ready that I needed to do, and he was just talking. And it didn't seem to matter how much I was okay, I gotta get this done. He just couldn't take a cue, and he was 70 years old, and was a counselor, supposedly. Come on. And my gut was really going off, he's trying to distract me from getting this done. So when you have a really good honed gut instinct, that's what'll happen sometimes, is you will start to sense when something is amiss. And sometimes you can even get it down to something a bit more specific, like not just, oh, I feel something's amiss. Sometimes it's more specific, like, oh, you're really trying to distract me from doing something that I'm doing right now. Why are you trying to distract me right now? What's up with that? So yeah, that was just one of many things. And again, I just want to show you guys, go look at other trans women's Facebook pages, go look at other women's Facebook pages, go look at men's Facebook pages, go look at lots of people's Facebook pages. You will not see typically this same combination of images where you have fairies and mermaids and sunflowers, roses, pink 5-pointed flowers that I believe are in the rose family. Is this it's either hibiscus or it's althea. References to honey and honeysuckles. References to Frank, the name Frank. Also clearly wanting to be young forever and appear attractive forever. And that greenish gray over pink, and pink sea stars. Sea stars are a big part of it, along with butterflies with wings made out of hearts within hearts. I think I don't think I showed you guys already how the FBI have released collections of symbols and images that are used by pedophile networks to communicate with each other, and one of them is a butterfly with heart wings, and it's pink and purple, and another one is hearts within hearts. So this one is a combination of those, and really, like, also again, sunsets, sun touching water, and then of course, here we go, the fish floating or swimming in the sky. So when I see just ding, 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 one after the other, like, and it's more than just that. It's also just this gut feeling. Even if I had never met this dude, and right off the bat, walking into his place, started getting bad gut feelings about that something was amiss. And even if I'd never tasted acetone in the food he was making me, if I was just looking at his Facebook page, I'd be like, wow, this is a lot of symbols being referenced. I would especially have been like the fish floating in the sky is a dead giveaway. With the combination of the sunflower, the combination of the sunset touching the water, the combination of the pink sea star, and the gray-green over top of it, it's really, really... Any one of these things by themselves, I would have overlooked. I would have been like, it's just one thing, and I can't judge it based on just one thing. But all of them together tells me he's in this network. So, just for those, people out there who have no gut instinct whatsoever, and naysay the shit out of everything, and they're like, well, we can't, just because they have this picture and this picture and that picture and that. Again, crunch the numbers, do a little gut checking if you have that instinct, and also just compare and contrast. Go look at other people's Facebook pages, random people's Facebook photo feeds. They're not going to have all of these things all together. And clumped together like this too, with very little else. So, it's really almost a matter of, like, almost all of his stuff, or most of his stuff, are like the little gang signs. Like, we have the roses there, and the white over the red. So the white sea of light, the white mother of light, the sea of light, with sort of like the material realm below in it, which is typically the color for that is associated, red is associated with that color, or with the material world, because blood, and more than that, but blood, violence, like this is the place where pain and suffering and violence happen. Typically there's a lot of blood, and you come into this world covered in blood, and the idea is you go out of this world covered in blood. Well, that's the way it is for a lot of creatures. Some lucky people get to die in their sleep. But yeah, all right, I'm gonna end this one. I just want to show you guys some examples to show you that this might seem random, and that's the point, is that so that most people who aren't paying attention will just overlook it, and it'll just look like random images, because they're not morons. If you come at this thinking that child trafficking networks, child abuse networks are idiots, then you're the idiot and you're not helping anyone. And you're helping them, in fact. I'm sorry. Yeah, I take it back. You are helping someone. You're helping the child traffickers and the child abusers. You're helping them with your stupidity and your inability to pay attention and look closer and really analyze, and to underestimate your enemy. Basically, you've already established that they've won. Walking around thinking that you have the world's address and that the child traffickers are dumber than you somehow. No, you're the idiot. You need to make yourself smarter so that you can defeat them. So, all right, goodbye.